Alright. All that war stuff is pretty fucking boring, I think. Who the fuck cares? Blow us up. Get it over with. So I was looking around and I saw this thing, and I think it's pretty exciting. I don't know. Not like super exciting, but oh yeah, it is. But we still have a lot of changing to do before something like this could ever be like exciting for all the people. It's neat that we're thinking about it, though. People are thinking about it. It's too bad that it'll get stopped before it comes to us. Guru! So, Toyota is releasing their ammonia engine, and everybody's like, oh yeah, it's gonna shut down the electric cars because it doesn't produce, it's easier to build, it's more along the lines of the structure that we need, because it'll merge into what we already have better than electric, and it doesn't have carbon in it, so it's not gonna be making carbon, releasing carbon into the air and all that environment, let's call it that, into the environment. And that alone is pretty neat. But then I got bored of looking at that because it's just a bunch of, it's like a commercial there. Anyways, I don't really care how it works. It's an engine, they burn it, and wow, okay. So anyways, that's real cool, and we can have that because Toyota said we could. And then I'm looking around after I got bored, and there's this guy that I've seen before, and he's an electrician guy, kind of an experimental guy. He talks about like, is this free energy motor type of thing really gonna work? And he takes ideas that lay people have and shows you that scientists already had this idea and they just didn't tell you about it. It's great that you come by it on your own, but we've already shelved this stuff, which is kind of funny because that's just to show people that all of this stuff is obtainable. You can develop it, you can understand it, you can create it on your own through your own process of designing it and knowing these principles and the way that things work. You can design your own thing. You could come about creating the combustion engine, the hydrogen engine. You can create anything on your own. You could. There is no legitimate claim to saying that you're the only one that can make this thing because you thought of it first. There's no claim about that. That's stupid. And they can't even enforce it. When you look at these things that they hide away, that's so that people can't sell it. So they're stealing your idea by having you put it into their usury system. The usury system, you have to label this thing that you thought up, that anybody can think up, everybody can think up, everybody will think up eventually on their own without your input. You categorize this thing first, and then you get a royalty on it because of the way that the usury system is made. And if you can protect it, then you let people use it. If you can't protect it and it'll get out, then you just hoard it away until everybody else catches up, because you have other things that you use to generate money without doing any effort, producing anything, or being a productive part of humanity. So anyways, this guy is talking about how this is going to sound fucking ridiculous. I mean, fucking ridiculous. Paper that you write your homework on, when it gets wet, when you get paper wet, it creates a charge. Fuck you. That's it. That's all I can say is, fuck you. Everybody, you know, we're in this together. And I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking pissed. This dude's talking about, like, you get a piece of paper wet with your breath. Not even... Not even like a fire hose or anything, any substantial amount of water. You get this piece of paper wet with your breath, and it produces a little charge. And they got 9 centimeters or millimeters or some super duper small thing. Not 1 meter, they can produce some measured amount of electricity. And they got 9 of them together, and they could run a calculator from 9 pieces of paper. And your breath, my breath, someone's breath, breathing on a piece of paper will power your calculator. Okay, all right, come on, come here. So, got this thing. It's in all these old houses. You wonder, why did they use this and why did they use that? Lead-based paint. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. And the wallpaper. The wallpaper. The wallpaper can power your lights. Uh-oh. Fuck off. Wallpaper can power your lights. I guess you could have an electric heater in there too. Uh-oh. Your breath. Your breath. Your breath. You go into the room and your breath turns the lights on. The moisture around you turns the lights on. I'm sure if you just left the door open in the house, eventually the lights would be on in that room. Come on. You guys, it's just the beach. What? Come on. Oh my God. How you do that? Fucking bone. It wasn't just the beach. Oh well. Wallpaper. The wallpaper generates electricity. Is it the guy's saying, is it a battery? Or is it a this or that? Have you ever heard that you can't destroy energy? You can only change it. Well, now you have. Come on, it's not that important. Let's go. There's another one right here. It doesn't even look good. It's not going to give you any substance. It's just something to do. We're on the beach. You already have something to do. Alright, carry it. Good for you. Waste your time. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. Breath. And it's not like wind power or anything like that. It's the moisture in your breath. The moisture in your breath. Wow. Okay, so the moisture in your breath can run things through paper. Through paper, yeah. You're like, hey, could you go to the store and pick me up a package of paper? I need to recharge my phone. Yeah. So if the human body works on electrical impulses that are, shooting through your nerve systems and going to your brain, and then your brain produces electrical impulses from somewhere else, it's like a little steam factory. Steam engine. We're creating energy through our moist bodies, and it conducts it, and it makes all the things move. But we think that you gotta eat food. You gotta eat food for energy, and you need to breathe for the air in your lungs. If you don't have the air, your cells will die. But what if it's not even that? What if it's your body's electrical, and we're an electrical being, and all the things that happen are because of the electricity. And the electricity is everywhere, and we're just a way of changing that electricity. And so we don't need to eat food. We just need to ingest air, moisture. We need the moisture to come into our body through the air so that we can have it broken down into energy, so we can move around. So we can power our brain and think about things. I wonder if you made a brain and just set it there and powered it, does it automatically just start thinking? What does it think of? What am I? Where am I? What is it? What am I? What is this thing that is going through the something? What is a thought? Thought is generated by a brain sitting on a table, interacting with things that it's never known before. Is it creating those things? What is a brain? Why is there stuff surrounding it? What if everybody's brains put together made a big brain, like a Power Ranger brain? And then we were something else, and we were actually a thought inside somebody else's big brain that breathes to create electricity also. And all the electricity in our realm is one piece of electricity in this person's brain. This higher power's brain. So we're encouraged to make all this, I think. Somebody, something, it's not in this realm like, oh, it's another person making us do this. I don't think so. I think it's something that wants to be in this pretend zone. Maybe it's understanding. What if understanding was our God? The collective understanding. And God didn't have any power. God was the experiencer of the thing that we're all making. He didn't create it, he's experiencing it. What if it was, we were a CD and God was just like one of us, just a stranger riding the bus, eating potato salad and starting to cuss. I don't know the words to that song, sorry. What if God was one of us? What if God was constipated? Could there be a shit so big and so hard that God couldn't push it out his ass? Could there be? Could he make a shit so big? Reminds me of, hey, how tall are you? And they're like, oh, I'm 5'4". And like, I didn't know they stack shit that high. A shit stacker. Shit, people used to stack shit, I guess. Yeah, I was sticking up for you the other day. Really? What do you mean? Yeah, Brian, he was saying you eat shit sandwiches. And I was like, fuck you, Brian. Whoever it is we're talking about doesn't even like bread. Dun dun dun. It's an old ass joke. She just bit it in half. Come on. Uh-oh, you lost it. Come on. All right. Hurry up. Let's go. I let her pick it back up, but she didn't even do it. She just smelled around. Come on, it's over. It's over. Yeah, whatever. What do we even need to do? If everything is just a fucking lie, you don't even need to do anything. So you're not here to survive. You're not here to make it. Why are we here? Give me a break. Somebody, what? Does anybody ever think about that anymore? It's just, I don't want a war. I don't want a this. I don't want a that. War is cool. We're gonna kill lots of people. Who cares? Those people are just storybook characters. Even if they weren't. They're nothing to me. Oh, but it'll affect the world. No, it won't. Not if I don't let it, but I feel like letting it. Let's do it. Why are we here? Oh, we're here to love one another. But what if love was a backwards concept? It's just the way you perceive it. What if that was the horrible thing? What if feeling good was actually feeling bad? And you should be fucking poking people in the eye. I don't feel like anybody's trying to help me figure anything out. Have you guys figured stuff out and you're just keeping it to yourself?